name's Cherry Enchantress from Pixie Dust Tarot, and I'm here with your February general reading. And we have 3 piles here, pile 1, pile 2, and pile 3. Pile 1 is the pink opal. Pile 2 is the crescent moon quartz, clear quartz. And pile 3 is the rose quartz. Our decks are the Gentle Heart, the Starchild Tarot, and the Pastel Journey Tarot. Alright, so if you are new to the channel, all you have to do is choose a pile and use your heart chakra to guide you. I like to do a method that you just breathe, but there's all kinds of ways you can choose. You can choose by number, 1, 2, or 3. You can choose by the timestamps. Sometimes there's an angel number in the timestamps that really calls to you. Or you can just let spirit be your guide. You're welcome to choose more than one. And yeah, February reading, we're going to definitely delve into a love message. We're going to look at a little bit of career and money and a general spirit message, and this reading includes charms at the end as well. So let's take a deep breath in. Wait, first I gotta let my breath out. Here's my breathing technique if I don't have a stuffy nose. All right, now take a deep breath in. Close your eyes, release your breath. Open your eyes and just let them drift to the pile that's meant for you. I'm going to have a pile of oracle cards, and then we're going to use our tarot for a general message. Let's begin. All right, you pick pile 1 and the pink opal, so pretty. It goes very good with the Gentle Hearts tarot. I'm wondering if I should start here. Let's go ahead and start with your tarot message. Let's see what's coming up for you in February. I like to take flippers. Let's see what comes out. I was like, yes. Oh, very nice. The Queen of Crystals is here. This could be, you know, how you're feeling about yourself. I realized I could put some... I could put... I know what I'm going to do. Anything else? Ah, Page of Cups. And let's get more. So the Queen of Crystals. Crystals is the suit of wands in this deck. Queen of Crystals represents enthusiasm, enlightenment, action, self-confidence. Sometimes actors and performers, artists. The Page of Cups represents love. I'm hearing self-love talk. I feel like this is something that is an ongoing thing for you that you've been doing. And this is really helping your confidence in times of when you're having trouble or when you're feeling tempted. You get like these little wake-up calls and Spirit saying, remember who you are. You know, remember who you are. You're not this person that you think that you are. You are the Queen of Crystals. You're beautiful. You're bold. And with the Queen of Crystals, you inspire others and have an air of confidence, like I said, and it surrounds you. And the energy is about you being creative and intelligent and passionate. Don't dim to fit in. Don't dim your light. Stay in that energy. It's also the phallic symbol, right? The wands. And so it can also represent, you know, a more passionate time in your life in February. A connection too with the masculine and the sexual energy, sexual side of things. And don't let that, you know, freak you out, disturb you either when it comes to relationships. You might want to, you know, dive into a kind of a situation like where you're a little bit out hedonistic. Maybe you feel slightly out of balance. If it's only for a short period of time, it's just an indulgence. But when it's a longer period of time or too repetitive, then it becomes addictions or toxic or unhealthy. So just keep that in mind. You might get, if you stay out of balance too long, you know, you'll get a wake-up call. I see this wake-up call as your own higher self. Your third eye opening up, stepping into this light, into the hearing. It's kind of a sound. I also hear the sound, a ringing of the bell, a calling you to awaken. And so with the Page of Cups, you're maybe feeling a little bit generous with your love, and it's important to keep that in balance as well. You know, how much you give and who you give your love to. You don't want to be too overly, I mean, giving is good, but like I said, everything out of balance is not such a great thing. The real positive thing here, though, is this could also represent new love coming in for you, or a new exciting period in your love life that's about to blossom. This is often about news, because pages are about messages and incoming information. And so there could be a wedding or a surprise trip coming towards you. It's the core here, though, is just about love and beauty and good feelings and being open-minded and having a lot of imagination and passion that goes really good with the Queen of Crystals, right? Crystals. And so, yeah, and there's just this intuitive nature about you being cups. So just keep that in mind, that your intuition will come in. And definitely, if you ever get into this Nine of Swords mode, it's important to remember who you are. All right, let's see what your love message is. So we're going to use the Rumi Oracle. Oh wait, let's see. Oh, let's go with both of them. The Cloak of Christ. In the school of humanity, you reside on the king's throne. Your soul has been ravaged and you are succumbing to weariness. That which plagues you is not powerful as you fear. Exhaustion is not a sign that something must be done so much as a sign that something must be received, allowed. Accept divine refuge now. So that is the answer to this. Why were you feeling this way? That it's time to receive this divine refuge. And let's see what else. The Al-Uzza star of Venus. I'm not a handful of worthless dust. I'm not just an empty shell. I'm a regal pearl formed in this world. Even a small blessing of light is more powerful than the fears of multitudes. There's no need to fight fear with fear, hate with hate, or anger with anger. You do not have to convince anyone of anything. Connect with the love within your heart. Rest there and become wise. I'm kind of getting this. Some of it could be a little bit of inner battle, but some of it could be outward, energy from others or the outside world, making you feel a little bit uncertain if you should have this new love or this new passion, this new desire, and you have this confidence. You just know, and it's fair, it's correct to feel this way for yourself. And you should not listen to the naysayers because they don't know what you know. You are wise beyond your years, and you're also wise beyond some of the general public as well. You have this intuition that not everybody has. Well, everybody has the potential, but you have cultivated it. So that's why you know. Let's see what other love message you have. From the Whispers of Love. Okay. Ooh, that's very nice. Yes. Act as if your partner is here. Whether you have someone in your life or not, act as if they are with you so you always consider them. Yes, so some of you may be connected with somebody, and that's fine. Definitely appreciate them being in your life. Some of you may be single and still wondering where they're coming in. Definitely it looks like February is a possibility. And sometimes this is a very major part of the law of attraction, is acting as if. And maybe you've been doing that, and that's why you're getting so close to finding the one. So let's get a fairy message here. That one? Okay, let's see what you got. Ooh, life energy. This came out a lot last night in my live, so thank you guys, whoever came out to the live. Thank you so much for coming. So life energy is about this happy fairy of sunshine, bringing you lots of life-giving energy. She reminds you that to shine your light and to reveal anything in the shadows that needs to be healed. So this is really major. I feel like this is happening definitely with the collective. This energy of getting so much even sharper to the truth. A lot of us think, oh yes, well, I'm very authentic, I'm very honest with myself, and you could be, yes, you definitely are, but there could be some childhood things that you suppressed a little bit. Maybe you didn't even think you had any childhood things to, concerns, wounds, issues to reveal, to uncover. And I felt that way. I thought, I felt a little bit like maybe I was betraying my family by saying anything that there was anything hurtful. But no, it's not about that. It's about really diving deep and letting those things come to the surface so they can be healed once and for all. So that's a good spiritual health message there. I feel like some really good healing going on for you in the month of February. And love does that for us. It's, especially a really divine love really bubbles up those wounds. And sometimes it makes us want to run away from love when that happens. But Spirit is saying, embrace this love because it's helping you to bubble up to the next level. Speaking of that, I feel like I need some more fairy messages from my fairy deck. Like, so what is this love that you have lasting love at the bottom? What kind of love are we talking about coming through? Because I said it could be high level. All right, see, yes, see, open your heart. I knew this is exactly the card I was thinking of when I said keep your heart open for that love to come through, because it's the highest energy of all. Let it in. All right. Okay, so let's dive into a little bit of career and spirit work, life path stuff. So we'll do the work your light. See what comes out. This one? Nothing's flipping, but Sisterhood of the Rose, a really good card here. This is Beauty, Devotion, Priestess, Mystic, Teacher. So I feel like it's important that you focus on the people you're connecting with. You have sort of a leadership kind of role within your community. You are a teacher type and people look up to you and look towards you. So don't be embarrassed about that or, shy away from it. Remember who you are. So it's important to embrace that too and show that you are this, that, embrace the fact that you're part of this sisterhood and you are also the leader of this sisterhood. So I love that it's the rose too. And we have just this kind of beautiful rose energy. And then for February, there's definitely that rose energy, that love and heart chakra energy because of Valentine's Day. So the Sisterhood of the Rose is a lineage of priestesses, and you're part of this lineage. And they're mystics. And I don't know if any of my mystics are out there watching, but my group now has decided to call our group my sisterhood here. And there's one brother so far, and sisterhood. We're the mystics. And we're devoted, and you might find yourself part of groups like this, devoted to serving humanity, seeding light consciousness all over the earth, connecting with your ancestors as well, and walking a path of devotion and beauty, and creating more beauty wherever you go. The rose, like I said, symbolizes the heart and the sacred geometry of all life, and you're being called to notice the beauty around you in nature and the whispers of Mother Earth and all these the secrets sometimes that Earth holds. Take a little more time to notice the beauty in February. And that is your action. What you should do in February is to surround yourself with beauty and create beauty wherever you go. Good one. So very good for career. That to me represents that if you are any kind of creator or even an influencer, create with a sense of beauty and heart and love. So let's get a little bit of like decks like these are created with beauty. And those of you who are deck creators, yeah, way to go. I'm going to take this one. Here's a little spiritual message. This is the Charote, spiritual protection. You're being watched over and protected physically, emotionally, and energetically. See? Angels are keeping an eye on you and protecting you, making sure you're safe and sound. So nothing's going to go wrong. Sometimes we have what's called like psychic attacks or energy vampires, people who just try to suck out the good in a beautiful situation. But we're not going to let them get us down because we're champions, we're warriors. It's all about bringing positive energy to the world and helping humanity. And not a lot of people get that and understand that, but it doesn't matter. We still have to do our work, right? All right, so let's get something to lighten up and laugh. And what can make us feel good about this month? Is this a extra card? Yes. Oh no, that's flipped. Okay, let's see something funny. All right, benefit of the doubt and perspective, good ones. Okay. So your humor message is, I believe in the basic goodness of other people. You know, give them the benefit of the doubt. Not everybody is a vampire, you know, energy vampire. There are actually some good people out there and they really want to be supportive. So let me start this again. I believe in the basic goodness of other people and I give them the chance to show it. If they prove me wrong, that's on them. At least I can go to sleep knowing I practice trust and forgiveness rather than fear and doubt. And later on, if I need to, I can always change my mind and retroactively judge them like it's my career. And you know, retroactively judging them like it's your career is perfectly allowed in retrograde. So yes, I'm just teasing, but yeah. So here's some perspective, okay? What does a hawk see when it flies over your house, besides the family of mice living nearby that you know about? What will your current problems, conflicts, complaints look like when you're 80 years old and you gaze back on the timeline of your life? In this moment, you're being given the gift of clear perspective, of knowing that in the end, everything is going to be probably much better than okay. Think large enough, and even big issues become small. Become an 80-year-old hawk, and you're really onto something. Right? Okay. That's so funny. All right, so let's get a few charms. The way it's set up, it looks like it'd be a nice little row of charms right there would be good, except that I don't have any, like, I need like a eyeglass holder or something right there. Ooh, let me see if I can find one. Okay, I think I got it. This is a gift to me. Can't even remember who. And my daughter stole it from me. But she wears glasses more often than I do. So. Okay, let's see what we got. Oh my gosh, I think we need a few more. And there we go. Okay. Now let's check it out. So we have, okay, the Saturn love. The Saturn love planet, yeah, because Saturn is the planet of love. I'm kidding. When you combine love and Saturn, you get a serious kind of love. You have that high level love energy coming through. So it's ambitious, it's karmic, it's meant to be, it's destiny. It has a serious heavy feeling to it, like I have to achieve something, this is a must. So some of you might be like me and have placements that feel that way. If you have Saturn in your 7th house, partnerships, relationships are very serious. They're very, you have such high expectations and, you know, want to climb the ladder of success when it comes to this relationship or relationships in general. You have put a lot of effort into it, and that's good. Or if you have, like me also, Venus in Capricorn, you have an achieving kind of thing when it comes to relationships. And I just feel like that kind of combination is definitely going to get you where you need to be, even if it takes a little time. The thing about Saturn is is a heavy planet, but it brings rewards later in life. So that could be just a later energy. So you have peace here. You're dealing with some kind of fairy tale possibly, and you have the beast, which represents the masculine. It represents the part of the movie where he realizes he has to make a few changes, right? That he cares about Belle and he wants to let her know he's meeting her halfway, that he's willing to try. So he actually gets bathed and dressed and decides to have a special beautiful night with her. So that could be something happening to you in February, a beautiful momentous night. Then we have the world. Maybe there's this I can show you the world kind of energy here, we have the Operation Lifesaver, which does actually kind of make me feel like the Beauty and the Beast story, because it's, you know, without Belle, you know, he would have been lost, but her love actually kind of saved him in a sense. So he needed that, or that last petal fell and he wouldn't have been able to make it without her love. And then we have here Saint Joan of Arc, and we have Saint Thomas Aquinas. So Joan of Arc is the patron saint of women and strength and warriors, and also those who are persecuted, or people who, you know, who may channel, you know, and hear voices and people that don't believe them, you know, and or treat them, you know, like in one regard, oh, so, you know, in one way you're a hero and the next day you're a witch, you know. There's kind of this you know, the crowd mentality, how it can shift so easily sometimes. St. Thomas Aquinas here is about schools and teachers, so there could be that kind of energy, school teachers, people, maybe your person that you're meeting is going to be a teacher. You have a top hat that represents knowing somebody from a different life, a past life, like of the Victorian age. You have the heart that pierces, the arrow that pierces the heart, like falling in love. You have the camera, could be sharing selfies and looking at each other. Here's one of my new ones. Oh, it's pixie dust. So all it takes is faith, trust, and the final ingredient, which is pixie dust. The way you bring about the pixie dust is having the faith and the trust. Just allowing it to happen, and then suddenly, before you realize it, here comes your fairy godmother, just changing your reality. Basically, it's like you're having a shift in your life and things are coming true that you didn't expect to come true. Let's get a nice look at that pixie dust. Isn't that cute? And so you also have, so this is from Guacamole. I love that. Look at this, all this love generated from people. And this is from Mystic Mountain Dance. This is an earring. The partner got lost, and so I call this the fairy that finds its partner. So that could be what's really going on with you in February. You could be finding your mates, and here you have the fairy that's hugging, so you could be feeling in a physical embrace. Wouldn't that be lovely? You're a lot of things are coming to the surface, a lot of healing. And so as far as love is concerned, it's important to keep that heart open, allow new love or new phases to come in. Your work and your life path and your self-image has a lot to do with your self-love and seeing yourself confidently and remembering who you are. You are a powerful person. You're part of the sisterhood, and you are here to bring beauty into the world. And the reason why I play around with my altar is this kind of my way of painting and bringing beauty into your world as you watch and listen to this. So I hope you like that, and I'm going to move on to pile number 2. All right, and here's pile number 2 with the Starchild Tarot. And what else was I going to say? Hello, welcome. I'm just going to start off with this. And so pile 1 was my guinea pig. I wasn't real sure how I was going to set everything up, but we'll just get a little general idea for February for you. Let's see what comes out. All right, 9 of Cups. Wishes coming true. Starseed, nice. You are a starseed. Even if you may not see yourself that way, it's a lot about just being connected to higher calling, higher things, the cosmos. Starseed in general, of course, is having to do with having incarnations on different planets other than Earth in different lifetimes. And it's a concept that a lot of people may not really realize. Okay, you got the King of Wands and the Nine of Wands. Really nice. So for February, Nine of Cups here is just a really nice energy, because it's all about a romantic fulfillment and kind of like a leveling up of some sort. Good vibes, good feels, beautiful dreams, kindness, healing, abundance, you know. She's going to get positively rewarded. She's reached a state of happiness, and that luck is on your side. And this is soaking up magic and just feeling the gratitude of your life, and just enjoying all the bounty that is yours. So much joy here, joyful harmony, satisfaction, peace, wishes coming true, fulfillment of your desires, things that you've been manifesting, things you've been dreaming of. So, well, it's pretty nice, I think. Pretty darn nice. All right, so I can't wait to tell you about the Starseed. It's such a cool card. Starseed represents the very first card of the tarot, which is normally the Fool. And it's all about new beginnings. So you too, a lot of you collective out there, new beginnings in love. Some of you are meeting somebody for the first time, and some of you just refreshing the love that you already have. Mercury is going direct in the early part of February, and so it could be kind of like this cloud is lifted, and finally the communication is flowing, and everything seems to be going right for a change. This is all about adventure, faith, sometimes impulsive actions, movement. This is your inner child, and this is also this kind of childlike wonder about life. And you're just like, you're right on the edge, you're right about to take this leap, and it's something inside you that's stirring, and you're getting inspired and you're ready to start. That's kind of this energy right here. It's almost like, I can't wait to, when you get about ready to open a present, I can't wait to open it, and then when you open and see what it is, and you have that beautiful fulfilled feeling. But Starseed's about, the discovery, the beginning of the adventure, the excitement before it begins, So endless possibilities here, and you just never know what can happen. Now with the King of Wands, this could represent your person. Wands represents fire signs, Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius, or it could represent more of your energy, your enthusiasm, your excitement. Wands is a phallic symbol, and so I often see the feeling of maybe sexual energy and passion and looking forward to putting your all into something. You're not when you do something new, you really give it your all. You really put your heart and soul into it and into this new adventure, and it's kind of like beyond the point of no return. There's no stopping you now. It's like, nothing's gonna stop us now. So be on the lookout, or this could be you, somebody who's an entrepreneur, somebody who's self-motivated, somebody who is charismatic, the kind of person that somehow knows how to move mountains, not letting anything get in their way, been around the block a bit, and has kind of like a nice attitude about life. He doesn't let things get him down. He's always going to look at the bright side of things. He has a bit of philosophy about him, and he's a visionary, and he is definitely one that he might have his ideas and opinions about things, but he's not worried about other people negating him or naysaying him. He still goes with what he wants to go with, you know. He doesn't answer to any, you know, he doesn't change his personality or his thoughts just because somebody else is there. He's not easily swayed. It's not that he's stubborn, it's just that he has kind of this really open and relaxed attitude about things. He's feeling like you can believe what you want to believe. I'm totally fine with that, you know. And so very social too, kind of, you know, of a leader type, a lot of power, maybe really good hair. I don't know why I'm seeing good hair. And very inspirational type of person. So, okay, very nice. And then the Nine of Wands is also good energy here. It's about having courage. It's about strength and stability and stamina and awareness. It's like it's showing kind of your crown chakra glowing, and so your crown chakra is really becoming vibrated because of this connection, maybe. And also the King of Wands could represent the flame, masculine of a twin flame, possibly for some of you. But there's this glow, this warmth, this heat that's energy that is radiating. Sometimes so much comes to my head so fast that I can't even speak clearly. I turn into a whole different language. So yeah, the Nine of Wands is really great. It's like seeing the light at the end of the tunnel after you've been through quite a bit, you know, and things are just gonna get better and better. And this is also about advancements. So it also feels like, you know, love life advancing, but other areas in your life advancing as well. All right, let's get a Rumi love message here. Okay, a new gown. This is a good one. So, love embraced my spirit, and all my doubts vanished at once. A new and glorious robe of honor was placed on my shoulders. You are stepping into empowerment in a new way, and it is to be honored. Do not allow yourself to be dragged into dramas or power games. You are worth so much more than that. Be in the dignity of your heart. It is your divine purpose that urges you onward. Trust in what is unfolding. I feel like you've got the crown and the robe. It's like you are high level. There's something about you that's just, and I was feeling this in pile 1 too, like with as far as spirituality in the Page of Cups, this high level spirituality. But you have kind of, you're a high level love. You are high level as far as when it comes to connecting with another person. So this is beyond just the matrix and the material world. There's something very regal. Maybe you and your person were lovers and kings and queens in past lives, you know, or something like that, and lovers. All right, let's get another love message and see what else we need to know. Okay. That one. Oh, look at that. Yes. Oh, no wonder it took a little while. I had to find just the right card. This is Union of Hearts. See, you aren't just any kind of couple. You are a very unique, special soulmate, twin flame type situation here. a love connection that defies explanation. So something very deep and special that defies explanation, with a very kind of powerful, charismatic, interesting masculine here, but it can be, that can represent you as well. Really beautiful. The starseed and this enigmatic. Why am I hearing enigmatic? Man. All right. Let's see what else. I know what I want to do. I want to check with the fairies, because what is this connection? Are you are you a starseed? Yes, you're a starseed. Are you yes. So one of the things that could be occurring is a specific rendezvous with your person. A private getaway for two is calling you. And that's could be the physical union coming in. You guys are so magnetic. There is no fighting it anymore. This is a gravitational pull to each other that you cannot, it's like a tractor beam. You just can't resist it anymore. All right, so let's see now what, speaking of fairies, I guess we were speaking of fairies. I'm going to see what else the fairies want to say. This time I think we're going to focus a little bit more on life path and career. See where we're headed with the fairies. Okay, look in a book. I'm just going to take this one. Oh, well, I'll take this one too. Okay, I'll take this one. You got 3 good ones. Okay. So, first of all, look in a book. This is going to be very helpful in your career and in your spiritual practices. Whatever your question right now, you'll find the answer in a book. The words you find will bring the insight you seek. And then some of you could be writing a book or writing as part of your life path or your career or your destiny and part of how to get to the next step in your life. But definitely reading books is a good thing. It helps stimulate your mind, and actual books and not just things that you find online, which can be helpful sometimes too. Like, I'm not poo-pooing it. In fact, some of the greatest things that I've discovered, like Eckhart Tolle has a YouTube, and his YouTube channel stems from his writings and his books, and his seminars, his teachings. So things like that can be helpful. But I definitely feel like when you read a book, especially those of you who are authors and want to write a book, your vocabulary increases a lot after reading a book. Suddenly words are actually like, you're able to implement words more frequently because you've associated them in context in a book, and now they're kind of in your subconscious, and you can pull at them and draw them out when you need them. So if you're any kind of public speaker as well, reading books on any subject matter, even if it's a romance novel or whatever, it can really help stimulate your vocabulary. So it's a good idea, I think. All right, and then we've got, so you can see everything, you've got healing going on. So your healing is part of the month of February, your life path, spirituality. Now is the time for you to give or receive healing. Everyone has a natural ability to heal others. Yes, even you. And some of you could be Reiki healers or practitioners of some sort. See how she's using her hands, and her hands hold the light that pour through you to give to other people. Also, if you need Reiki healing, finding the right healers out there could be very helpful with your body. And I have actually taken some lessons. I don't have any specific degree or medal or anything like that, but I have the natural talent as well, and so many of you probably do, and that could be something that you're exploring too in the month of February. All right, and then you have also abundance. So Money's looking really good for you in February. Things are just growing and getting higher and better. Prepare yourself for incoming abundance. Release any mental blocks you may have. In fairyland and human land, there is enough abundance for everyone. Very good. All right, so let's dive a little deeper into your spiritual message. What maybe actions can come out. I like that the actions came out for pile 1. What you need to do. Okay, good. Action came out. And this one is having to do with play and also inner temple. You guys are getting so many cards. Spirit really likes you, and they want you to really get involved in this project, this thing that you're doing. Definitely your work life is very highlighted. There may be a rendezvous when it comes to your love life, possibly, and you know that you're in a high level connection. But as far as work and spirit and life path, there's something really vibrating at a high level right now for you. The inner temple is saying there is devotion here. It's time to tune in to the portal of your heart. You are a devoted student, and it's time to tune into that heart and incorporate devotion into your life. And that devotion could also have to do with loved ones. You know, it could be time to really show a partner that you're serious, you know, and that you're devoted exclusively and only to them, but also in a path, in a project, in a journey of some sort. It's time to show your soul and dance your dance and move to a certain rhythm. Maybe you have to develop certain daily practices and, you know, include different things like meditation. But I feel like with you, your meditation is going to be slightly different. It's not going to be typical just sitting there, you know, doing, you know, you could do the om humming, which is a different kind, because there's several kinds of meditations out there, and maybe there's one that's better for you than others. I also prefer guided meditations because I like to hear somebody help me go through you know, a place and a space, and help me breathe and things like that. I like that, you know, it helps me stay on track and focused. But for you, it could have to do with play, since you have play coming out too. So it's, if you haven't already committed to something, a daily kind of practice, it's saying, you know, incorporate that. And it doesn't have to be anything super serious. It could be something fun that you do every day, like celebrate, don't be so serious, have a good time. Fun things like dancing dancing around in your living room, or singing on Smule, or whatever, like something that is not part of a job per se, but it's just purely out of pleasure. And if your job happens to be pleasure, just like mine is, then, you know, then play with it even more, you know, like be silly and let yourself go. Don't take yourself so seriously. Life is actually beautiful and fun sometimes. It's time to look at can you step back and laugh at certain things? A lot of times we do, in hindsight, we look back and we just laugh. If you can try to find that part of you to laugh, even if it's not in the moment, if you can laugh like at least a couple hours after it happens, then that will help kind of change your perspective. Also, you know, if laughter is the best medicine for you, then maybe incorporate seeing comedians or things, you know, TV shows that make you laugh or lighthearted. Like, I know it's kind of a funny spiritual message to say, hey, watch some TV and laugh. But why not? You know, do things that just make you light up and make you have fun. It's all about moderation too. You don't want to be excessively, because actually being out of balance in the entertainment it's no longer fun, right? Play is fun and exciting when it's fresh and new and limited to only a certain amount of time, or once a day or something like that. So that's where you put in the devotion, where you just give yourself a little time to have some fun and don't work so hard all day long. Just give yourself a chance to laugh a little bit. And speaking of laughing, here's I love this deck. This is the Love and Relationships Affirmations, and this is kind of humor. Like, if you are a good writer and you want to write humor, comedy, pretend you're a stand-up comedian or become one, actually, but even just stand and get a microphone and be silly. That's what I feel like. That's why things like TikTok can actually be good outlets in some cases, because it's a freedom of expression and allows yourself to have fun. And I think that's good. Let's see what your affirmators have to say. Just like, don't suck into the drama. There's something over here that said something about drama. Like, it's important that the petty gossip stuff is, you can leave that behind, right? That's not necessary. But yeah, so we give you 2 as well, but not this whole pile. That's funny. You also got it. Look, I'm just going to show you. You got a book. So something about books are going to be important in February to you. Okay, I'll read this one. I'll read 3 to you. All right, so you have open-heartedness. I know that life and the people living it can be absolute bummers sometimes, but I promise not to let unhappy chapters make me jaded. If I let negative experiences turn me sour, then the jerks win. So I'll move on with an open and hopeful heart, if only because I hate losing to jerks. Right? Exactly. All right, and then you also have support. So there's also good people out there. I look at the vast network of support in my life, and I'm reminded of what a superpower it gives me. At any moment, I can call on an army of top-notch people who want the best for me, which means I'm basically invincible. Take that, loneliness. Run for the hills, boredom. I'm sorry, what did you say to me? Persuasive, all-consuming anxiety? Damn right you didn't. Oh my gosh, so silly. Okay. And then surrender. This is good for all areas of life. Definitely love too, and soulmates, twin flames. Hear ye, hear ye. You are hereby being called to unclench your grip on any old thought patterns that are getting in your way. Surrender any ideas that make you feel like a victim of circumstance or which make your dream relationship seem like an impossibility. The mayor of reinvention has just arrived and has made the following decree. Limiting beliefs about yourself and your life are heretofore, forthwith, officially, and indubitably declared for the birds. So that's me being silly and being playful, okay guys? So that's exactly what we're talking about. All right, one more card. We're gonna get a little bit of a crystal angel message. Maybe we can figure out what kind of crystal will help us with our meditations and whatnot. What our daily devotionals. Oh, you got the ruby. Look at how beautiful. Bless your heart. Reach out for emotional and spiritual support to heal and mend your heart. Nice. So you might be, sometimes it's hard to open your heart when you're feeling like, I keep getting messed with, but just take a deep breath and relax and keep that open. Amethyst. And amethyst, I believe, is, well, I think it's February's stone. I know it's my daughter's birthstone and she's in February. So revealing your true self. As you allow others to know the real you, you'll feel loved for who you truly are. And a watermelon tourmaline. How pretty. Stress reduction. De-stress your mind, body, and schedule as you need to rest, recharge, and revive. All right, you were the lucky one that got multitude of cards here. And now to add to the card potpourri, we're going to get some charms as well. Alrighty. Oh, look. Somebody's a mom or might become a mom, or your mom is in another dimension reaching out to you, or maybe just in another town. Oh, my mom called me yesterday and I wish I had, or Monday, I wish I had more time to talk to her. But yeah, definitely call your mom. Call your mom. 24, my favorite number. It's the number of love. And 16, my birth number. So these could be special dates. You have the, this is the sundial. The sundial is kind of like a compass and a clock at the same time. So your special numbers could be 2, 8, and 10. It could be pointing you in a particular direction. The little hand is pointing at the 10. So keep that in mind. That could be something specific for you. So, oh, okay. And you guys, I think I'm going to do a whole red thread reading. So we have the Lunar New Year coming up, the Chinese New Year, and I'm going to be doing some readings on that. But also because the red thread is a Chinese story, it's all about, it's a very much like a twin flame or high soulmate connection. And something that I realized, or that I discovered recently researching about the red thread, it could represent somebody that you're tied to energetically that you may one day marry. So there's a really interesting parable. I don't know if I have time to explain this parable to you now, but there is a couple that they found each other and they fell for each other, but for some reason they couldn't be together, but they had the red thread tied to them. And the little boy was like, I don't want to marry you, and he threw a rock at the girl and hit her head. And then years later, the girl was meant to marry a surprise person, you know, an arranged marriage. And so the arranged marriage took place, and when the boy lifted her veil, he saw this bump on her head. And so basically it's about destiny, that you are destined to be with this person, or you have a destiny together. It's something that's inexplicable too. You have the letter Q or O, no, O. You have O, the number 3. You have and. You have good, and the letter A, and butterfly. 2 butterflies representing transformation. The 2019 to me represents that maybe something in the past, you know, something good started for you in 2019, and you just, like, maybe you're feeling nostalgic and you want to go back to the good days before we had this pandemic. Anyway, but yeah, so we can look on it wistfully, or we can look, you know, forward to the future, or we can just be in the present and enjoy every moment while it lasts. But the rose, I mean, I think this to me symbolizes that love is coming into your life again. Maybe you lost hope in 2019, but it's coming back around. The good times are coming back. And yeah, and then within a week, something good might be happening. You have Saint Francis, who's the patron saint of animals, and you have the lucky 4-leaf clover. So good luck coming to you. All right, that's so cute. I love it, and I hope you loved it too. Thumbs up if you like that, and feel free to comment below, and please subscribe if you're new to the channel. And hello, my returning subscribers. It's so good to see you guys again. All right, I'm moving on to the next pile. All right, and here at pile 3, which is the Pastel Journey Tarot. So pretty. I don't know, this just like makes me feel like I fell into a dream every time I use it. It's so pretty. Okay, so let's just kind of get a general message for, oh, right away, nice, for February. Four of Wands, oh, twin flames. So nice. And Knight of Wands, we've had the Knight of Wands come out in pile 2, I think. So this is just beautiful energy, like enthusiastic, exciting, very nice. Let's see what else. Ooh, and the Ten of Cups. Are you kidding me? You guys are winning the jackpot in love in February. I feel drunk now. It's like, I feel like somebody is so in love, and then I'm just feeling their drunken happiness here. Oh my gosh. I'm so drunk. I'm like, can't hold my cards right. Oh, and the Hermit. Okay, could be with the Virgo. You could be the Virgo. This is really nice energy, and it could be having to do with possible retreat, but I'm feeling there's going to be 2 people on this retreat. So the Four of Wands, well, in my decks, you know, I always see them as 1111, you know. Look at these little tiny stars. Are they not adorable? And because of the wands making this 1111 symbol, which is the twin flame. And so it is an ideal situation. You're in a comfortable economic position for one. You also are ready to relax and savor life. It's feeling carefree. It's one of those things that's strange for disciplined people to just kind of like, or take a break or relax or just have a vacation of some sort. There could be some of you having a little vacation or some time to yourself. But this is about splurging a little too, and treating yourself and getting yourself that, you know, box of chocolates or whatever. Like, you might not have to get it for yourself, but go ahead and get yourself something that you like, and somebody else might be getting you something that you like. I just feel like this for a lot of people can represent marriage and celebrations and you know, like the reception hall of a wedding, right? Or the place where you meet somebody and dance with them, or it's like in any kind of level, it's a good card. So it could be, you know, for singles, it could be meeting somebody for the first time and having a good time with them. For twin flames, it could have to do with union. For other people who are been living together, could represent talking about getting married and weddings and making plans and reception hall plans, things like that. And then for those who are already connected or married or whatever, this is like just joy of life, like really enjoying. This could be like an expansion on your home or something like that. It could be like the trellis, some kind of rose garden trellis pergola or something outdoors. I don't know, my mom and her twin flame made something really beautiful outdoors once, and yeah, something like that just brings you lots of joy. The Knight of Wands is more of this enthusiasm. The Knight of Wands represents, well, we have the phallic symbol again, and it represents creativity, it represents sexuality, it represents energy, action, maybe a little bit of feeling restless, maybe being a little impulsive and headstrong when you want to do something. But sometimes it can be a good thing, because like when energy feels so slow and sluggish, or when you've hit a lot of like roadblocks or had to do a lot of plan B and C because of retrograde, when things go direct, you're going to be like, hallelujah, and you're going to start to run and feel like, oh my gosh, it's like the road is clear, I can do things easily again, it's not hard anymore. It's almost like when you've had a month full of terrible traffic you know, in your, you know, wherever you live, and then suddenly the construction is complete and the 6 lanes have opened up, and now you're like, what? Whoa, that kind of happened in Houston. It was once that construction was done and the 6 lanes opened up, I don't think people just even understood how blissful it felt to just be able to drive and not be like stop and go. So I feel that's kind of some of this energy that, yay, you can like really spread your legs and really run. And you know, the universe is coming in and assisting you in any endeavor, because you've been manifesting things so well, so strongly, holding to your focus even through the tough times. And now your dreams are coming into reality, and your professional life is looking really, really good too. Like all of your ducks are in a row basically, and your fertility is good too for those of you who are interested in getting pregnant. So nice stuff going on here. And then the Ten of Cups, it's like, what are we doing here? We're just so happy. Like there's just so much joy and excitement in your world. This Ten of Cups, my very first deck was the Shadowscapes deck, and I will never forget the meaning of the Ten of Cups in that deck, which is an all-encompassing contentment. And I'm like, yeah, I'd like one of those, please, an all-encompassing contentment. You know, and it will, you know, I think some of it is just beautiful harmony and things coming into alignment, but so much of it is you too, like your attitude, your grace, your ability to see the cup half full, and all of that brings you this contentment faster and stronger than you would have felt it in any other time in your life, you know? So sometimes it just feels too good to be true, this shift in energy, this goodness. Everything is falling into place. You're surrounded by harmony and balanced energy. You're satisfied with your life and the people. And romantic relationships are going so good. Even platonic love is going good. It's like, finally I got the pixie dust, you know, finally I got the magic that I wanted for this to manifest. You know, maybe there was just this one person who was causing some trouble, and then suddenly they had a change of heart, and then everything just fell into place where it became easy and happy. So I wonder what the Hermit has to do with all of this contentment. It could be for some of you that you're having your own private retreat, pampering, time alone to yourself. But with the Four of Wands, I definitely feel like a connection with somebody else here, especially a twin flame connection. So let's see. Let me feel the Hermit here. You know what? I think for the Hermit has to do with just being comfortable. You know, it's kind of being chill, relaxed, wearing your sweats, and knowing that the other person is still going to be attracted to you. I mean, it doesn't even matter who, you know, how you impress somebody else, as long as you feel good about yourself, right? But it could also represent the other side of that, getting dolled up, or going on a spa retreat where you just really make yourself, you know, feel that extra special glow up, you know, just really feeling good from the inside out. It's about inner wisdom and balance. For a lot of people, it has to do with spirituality and self-reflection. Maybe it's someplace you've already been, you know, but I definitely getting Virgo energy. Like if you have a Virgo moon or sun or rising or any other placements, the Virgo is the virgin, and there's something very feminine and delicate about her, but yet strong and earthy and sweet and helpful. Like Virgos have a very big help energy. Like they just want to take care of people and help them and find solutions and be the one to come up with new ideas and stuff. So I feel like you're going to be in this kind of energy as well. You could also be getting some guidance or giving guidance. It could be some solitude, inner peace, contemplation, and studying before something big happens. So like the calm before the storm. I feel like we need a little bit more information. So I think I'm going to ask the fairies next, and the romantic fairies, to see what they have to say. Okay, so signs and clues. So I feel like that's what the Hermit's about. It's like your intuition, in a sense, like knowing pulling back, getting a big picture, maybe not rushing too far ahead. Like you have the instincts or the desire to rush into something with the Knight of Wands, but maybe, and you're like thinking, oh, this is too good to be true. And then you take a step back and just kind of check, make sure everything looks good. But I think, maybe it is good. But then sometimes if you pull too far back, you distract yourself with other duties, the mundane, that's so Virgo, and like little work, and you let that get in the way. It's kind of a little bit of a Cinderella syndrome, like taking care of the home, or Snow White, whistle while you work, and like putting love on the back burner. But you shouldn't do that, because it's important to connect with this, because this is not too good to be true if you let it in. And maybe it's just about having this honest communication, expect a heart to heart. And this heart to heart is going to be the one conversation that you've been looking forward to. This is a passionate talk. This is talk of forever. This is talk of future. And maybe that's what's got you a little bit thrown off and feeling it's too good to be true. But taking some time off after a heart-to-heart conversation like that to reflect on it could be actually a good thing. So I think that could be what's going on here. All right, well, let's get a little Rumi love message here. Let's see. All right, you have Divine Mother manifests. So you living in the world of 6 directions, accept the gloom and accept the bliss. For those seeds buried in the ground will one day grow into fruitful orchards. The mind would have us believe that certainty is necessary for inner peace. Inner peace doesn't come from understanding, but from trusting. Can we understand a star? Perhaps not, yet we can choose to trust in its beauty and light and nonetheless derive energy, hope, and inspiration from it. Let the relief of trust fill your heart. I think this is very ideal for those of you who are natural skeptics. And that's where you are right here, where you're like, oh, this feels too good to be true. I must dive into my, intuitive mind and really search my heart and my spiritual mind. And that's what you come up with. You realize it's not about things how they appear on the surface. It's about you trusting that knowing it's a star, whether you can touch it or not, that you just know that it's there. Faith, it's the first step in faith, trust, and pixie dust, and sometimes it's the hardest for anybody to achieve that faith part. So keep working at it, but I think you'll get there. I feel like, such wonderful stuff presented to you. I just want you to seize it. Carpe the diem. All right, let's see now. What's some more love messages or some spirit guidance about your love life? Let's see. Oh, romance. Oh, nice. Yes. Lavish the one you love with personal attention and affection. This could be somebody lavishing you with personal attention and affection, and you lavishing someone else. So go ahead and take a step back, doll yourself up, glow up. But then don't forget to show some appreciation to your person, because maybe your person is going to go through certain things too, kind of like when the beast gets all dolled up to go dancing with you with his bell. So something like that could be coming through. You also have, oh my God, this is one of my favorite, this is pretty much my all-time favorite piece of art by Josephine Wall. And it's the way I see what my ultimate vision for the world. It's kind of like this, like everybody living in harmony, there being peace. I'm going to zoom it in even more. Look at all of the detail in this card. It's like no one is superior to anyone else. The animals too are on our level. And, you know, black or white, whatever race, color, religion you are, we all are brothers and sisters in this beautiful world. The only thing that is real is love. Shift your focus back to love. I feel a mission here. I feel two people connected in a twin flame connection that have a greater connection with the world and humanity at large, and bringing in this beautiful peace and order and balance and just plain love energy. I'll get it all straightened out. Anyway, I don't want to block that. So, all right, well, let's move on from love and to get a little bit of career, life path, spirit stuff. So let's see what the fairies have to say about all of this. I never know what the fairies are going to focus on. Okay, stargazing. So you are like big picture people here. Stargazing. And it's apropos that you have this deck that has all these tiny little stars on it. Stargazing is saying, when you gaze at the stars, you give yourself fairy focus. Your intuition will flow more freely and reveal what you need to know about your situation. Very nice. Fairy focus. Stargazing. Okay. And let's get a little message from, our Work Your Light. Feel, you know, big picture, there's a lot going on here. Oh wow, it's beautiful energy though. All right, you have, so your action, I'm giving everybody an action card, and action came out for pile 3 as well. And so everyone is going to have a specific action to take. Pile 2 is playing, and pile 1, I can't even remember anymore, but your action is calling upon your tribe. You don't have to do it alone. Know that you're part of a bigger whole, a group of people or souls out there that you're connecting to. You could be definitely a twin flame connecting to another twin flame, but you could also be part of a twin flame community connecting with just, you know, with that community as a whole. So, and whatever else you could, you know, your soul family's key mission is, there's something here for you that you want to focus on. So your action here is having to do with your support team, people who get you at a soul level, people who are the same kind of weird as you, people who are your chosen family. They are coming and they're looking for you. And if you haven't found them, then this is a sign that they're close by. In order for you to find them, though, and recognize them when you do, it's important that you stop dimming your light and truly let yourself be seen. So don't dim to fit in, be who you are. Call in that support team, however you imagine you doing it, by your manifestation, by having faith, getting past the doubts and having faith. I just see, like, in the first lineup, you had tons of faith. And Herman doesn't mean you lost your faith. It just means you pulled back to assess everything that's going on. But stay focused. Don't let anything interfere with this. I mean, you will have your daily duties, but don't let them interfere so much that you lose some of the momentum and joy that you feel. So if you have already found your soul family or your twin flame, you're being called to let them support you. They're coming towards you and they're supporting you for a change. Or maybe they're putting more effort into and balancing this connection. And, you know, any of these people could be a variety of people. Like your support team could be people like therapists, coaches, mentors, healers, any of these people. And it's kind of a natural thing for these types of careers to also be connected to the spiritual realm. If you're also connected to it, just by being here, you have sort of an interest, right? And then a lot of you, I know a lot of you are step beyond just interested, might actually be tarot readers yourself, or some kind of intuitive psychic guide of some sort, or light worker, healer. And you can balance all of these things with also other people's insight, whether they're, even if they're psychological and based on science and not based on new age ideas. They're all can be married together, intertwined, and you can work together with multiple ideas to bring about a better place for everyone, right? This big vision for humanity. All right, so let's get a little crystal magic here. This is the angels and, I don't know, angels and something about crystals. Well, Doreen's deck. Crystal angels. Okay. And the crystals can tell us too, like where you could put focus and what crystals you can use in your meditation and intentions. Let's see what we got. Oh, you've got the Opal. This is about increased support. So this is a good way. Like if your action here is supposed to be calling in your family and getting that increased support, then get an Opal, and this will attract positive focus and willingness to receive and open the doorway to abundance of help and opportunities. Perfect. That's what I'm seeing for you. So in career and in love, you're going to have a lot of support. You know what? This is not too good to be true. It's exactly what you're calling in, what you're manifesting. You're doing this, So congratulations, and have faith in yourself, and be be grateful to all those around you that have supported you, and also be proud of yourself for manifesting and bringing this in. All right, let's have a fun message here. Let's get a little humor. I like that. Affirmations. Honesty, that's a good one. So honesty is saying, this heralds a wonderful time of rooting yourself in complete and total honesty. It might seem scary to tell the truth all the time with everyone about everything, but when you practice radical honesty, you can stop hiding and start relaxing. The best part is honesty from you inspires honesty from others. What results is a rootin' tootin' trust parade, and everyone's invited. Except the bagpipe players, but they'll show up anyway. Oh my goodness. That's a good one. And we got compassion. I choose compassion over criticism. Walking a mile in other people's shoes reminds me they might be going through something tougher than I think, like their shoes are too tight, or they're the kind of shoes that are too casual to be dressy and too dressy to be casually. Basically, I have no idea what they're dealing with privately, so I'll cut them some slack and be thankful for the shoes I've been dealt. So yeah, that's how it is. It's like we never really know what people are going through, and you may find some naysayers or people who get a little jealous of your situation. Maybe they've been having a really rough time and they're not as good as you are at manifesting things. I just noticed this, and maybe this is just me being a Scorpio, but according to your sign, like maybe Scorpios tend to be more skeptical. It's part of our nature, right? And Sagittarians tend to be luckier, and I'll see that in, you know, it's kind of like seeing it in the wild and seeing it in play. I'm like, wow, she just won blah 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 money, and then it turns out that's a Sagittarius. And then you know what I'm saying. So I believe in a sense that you have a blueprint when you're born, and that is not necessarily a challenge. At times it can be, but it's also part of your talent, and it's part of your support, and what makes you great. So use those good qualities about you to your advantage, and then try to let the negative slide away as much as you can, because even Sagittarians aren't pure luck and light. Certainly they have their challenges too, you know what I'm saying? So when you're looking at other people and comparing how great the cards that you got dealt, trust me, there are people who are really good at making lemons into lemonade, and you just never know where they came from in the first place, right? You're just making assumptions. So yeah, keep an open mind about that, but I don't think you have a problem with it. Some people might see you that way. They might see you that way. And then at the same time, when people see you that way, then you return the favor by understanding where they're coming from as well. You're a good person. I just can feel it. Very open-minded, and you're willing to, you know, understand multiple points of view. It's very Libra-esque. You've got a lot of earth-grounded energy. I sensed a bit of skepticism, but not necessarily. It's just earth people tend to be just slightly more cautious and take a little time to review everything before they make moves. And even though there is this desire to act quickly, so there is some kind of fast energy happening in February for you, especially in love and maybe a little bit in work. I feel like finances are going to be really good. Like you just have a natural luck, and you feeling like everything, maybe you even made an investment that's just really returning great, and you're like, whoa, this is really amazing. Health-wise, things are good, but maybe the Virgo, the hermit here is saying that you just need a little retreat, some rest, some pampering or something like that. Overall, just an amazing spread. Don't overwork yourself or do too much, or, you know, let your work get in the way of having fun and in the way of romance. And be sure to spend some time on that person that you do care about and let them know how much you like them or love them. All right. Let's see what your charms have to say. Okay. See, with the bus driver, there could be some bus drivers out there, but for me, because I used to be a bus driver, it kind of, to me, it just represents a job, right? And there's all kinds of ways you can do a little bit more. There we go. There's all kinds of ways you can see the job that you're in. Like, some great things about the job was freedom, being your own boss, the road, just like being able, especially when the kids weren't on the bus, just like that feeling of, I'm just driving and it feels nice and what a beautiful day, and I'm in this big indestructible bus and nothing can harm me and life is good. And then there's times where the kids were on the bus, especially when they're at their best behavior and they're being sweet and they're coming and giving you gifts and telling you they love you and that you're so pretty and things like that. There was so many blessings to having that job. But, you know, we definitely can look at the challenges as well. So it's all on how you view it, and try to remember the good stuff and not worry about the bad stuff as much. And then when the bad stuff bubbles up, you know, take that break, go pamper yourself, treat yourself, get a margarita, relax, reach out to people. You have a great support system, both in spirit world and with friends. You have a Taurus here, a trustworthy Taurus. Look at that. You have this is the pentacle times 1,000. So to me, this represents money being really good and also a major glow up, like looking really gorgeous and you just really shining and looking brilliant and like a diamond. And then we have Tinkerbell, which is she represents the pixie dust, that final magic that you've been waiting for. And that's what this is. Believe it. It's happening. You manifested it. You did your work. You know, a lot of times we think, oh my gosh, I manifesting. Did I do it? Did I actually manifest this into my life? Oh my gosh, I didn't think I could. Like I kept trying and doing the work and I just thought, oh, it'll happen whenever it happens. Well, that was right. You let it go. You surrendered and now it's the pixie dust stuff. Now it's the magic coming through. Your ancestors are talking to you and they're so proud. And you are so brave. Your dream world is very active and you're very intuitively connected to spirit, to ancestors, to your love person, and gosh, even I see like familiars and pets and lots of levels and layers of spirit helpers. And I think that's why it's important to do this little hermit thing once in a while. Maybe you're an empath and you just need to breathe and take a step back. Like, okay, I just need to get out of this room for just a second and then just take a little time out. That is perfectly understandable. I have those moments quite frequently, and sometimes it's good to just take healing baths. Lock yourself in your room and even just like nobody bother me for at least 3 hours. Take really long naps, take really long baths, whatever. Have your you time. Then you've got the pentacles again. Pentacles representing money, finances, stability. Really looking good in February. You might be I don't know why the scissors often make me think of cutting cords, but I see this one as trimming your hair, like getting a haircut, or trimming your, like getting your eyebrows waxed, or trimming your beard, or shaving your legs, getting waxes, things like that. I don't know. I just see something like that. But that's also symbolic of clearing things away and feeling fresh and new. You got name and nobody else got name, so I'm going to give you some letters as well. Okay, we've got O, H, O, N, F, R, E, and O, T, F, twin flame. You have the 1 is here. Yeah, like, I know, like, those of you who've probably watched a lot of readings that say, be patient, be patient, be patient, be patient. Maybe you're actually finally, after all this time, you know, bringing it in, and you just like, really, I've been manifesting it, and now is the time. Are you serious? Really? I'm feeling like this is too good to be true. It's funny you have phone, like a weird way of spelling phone, but yeah, phone. Hone. Hun. Somebody might call you Hun. Like for honey. Ron is here. Anybody's connected to a Ron. Of her and hen and fern. Oh, Fern, thank you for reaching out to me and being my support. And Nerf, like if you want to play with your Nerf toys. Yes, I have had, well, my kids, I guess, my brother, yeah, I never owned it myself, but yeah, I play with my brother and his Nerf toys. Anything else? Let me give it one look over. We're short on Fs, but there could be an offer coming in. We could borrow this F offer. Yep. Anyway, you guys, really, really nice. I hope you guys like that. Beautiful reading for beautiful people. Thank you so much for stopping by. I really appreciate it. Please feel free to subscribe if you're not new to the channel, and if you're not new, hello my subscribers. Thank you so much for coming back and always checking in on my videos. And thank you anyone who came out to my live last night. Those are always really fun and enjoyable. And thank you just for your presence. You know, even if you're just stopping by to visit and you don't like or subscribe or comment or anything, just your energy does a lot for the channel, and just feels very supportive. Thank you. There's one more thing though I want to get to before I go, and these are my sparkles of light. All my members that are part of this channel, starting with the Platinum Pixies. If you push the join button, then you can become a member, and with membership includes badges and emojis you can use anytime, especially during the lives, and a reading that goes with it, a free reading. So Platinum Pixies get a 25-minute reading, and Platinum Pixie is a $25 level, and that is a huge discount. That is like half off what I normally charge, or maybe even less than that. So my Platinum Pixies are Cheryl Borelli, Ragi, Amira Deshawn, Claudia Lane. My Golden Fairies are Wolfie Baby Doll, Leo Sunchild, Ash. My Twin Flames are Luisa Silva, Fool of Faithers, Silver Star Priestess, Guacamole, Weird Sisters Oracle, Mary Joy Lawlin, Arrow's Mind Wesley, Sunna King, and Anastasia. My Sparkles of Light are J.R. Colgan, Divine Goddess, A.A., Patricia Costa, Kim Califf, Chrissy Ramos Mahoney Family, Jessica Johnson, and Brian Strong. And my patrons, Melanie, Trini, Sylvie, Terry, and Marie. Thank you so much for stopping by. I mean, for being part of my pages, my membership. If you want to become a Patreon member, go over to the Patreon page. That's another place where I have tiers. Over there you can see sneak previews of decks that I'll create and artwork and things like that. And your support over there really helps me put money back into my artwork so I can buy supplies and other things to create more digital art and bring those things into life. Thank you guys so much. I really appreciate you being here, and I'll see you at the next reading. Faith, Trust, and Pixie Dust.